Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Township Committee meeting on this wonderful day, June 10th.
Try July.
How about that? Not off to a good start.
We needed that pep speech.
We needed that speech. Needed that speech. Adequate notice of this meeting has been given in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act pursuant to Public Laws 1975. Said notice was advertised in the Asbury Park Press and the Beacon and was posted on the bulletin board showing the time and place of the meeting. We'll rise and salute our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item number 1, Police Department Award Presentation 2025 Mothers Against Drunk Driving Recognition. Chief?
Thank you, everybody. Thanks, committee, for having me here and having us here, allowing us to do this. So how this started was Isay Fuentes from, he's the regional program director for Mothers Against Drunk Driving. And each year they give out awards to each agency that performs at a certain level, to each individual officer that makes a criteria, which I'm sure you can explain what the criteria is. And annually, each year, our officers win. They do very well. It's not a competition, I shouldn't say, but they do very well. I was wondering if I needed that. Sorry about that. So they perform very well. They're giving the recognition awards, and what happens is annually they'll go to, it's usually at Rutgers, and they're recognized, in a big, formal setting. But locally, nobody knows about it unless we post on our Facebook page, and maybe people will see it. But Isay, to his credit, wants to come out individually to each township, like this setting, and recognize the great work of the officers that perform very well and take the enforcement of impaired driving very serious. As you can see, our town is a lot of traffic, getting bigger continuously, and the roads are dangerous. So these officers are out there performing at the highest levels to make sure that everybody's safe and gets home. So I also, before I bring Isay up here, I'm going to take this opportunity to give some more awards out. Pretty much all of our officers always deserve awards, but they're submitted by each officer's supervisor. So some stand out more than others. So this is an opportunity to go before the township and the committee and to give out some other awards. So after the MAD award presentation, I will be giving out some more awards. So without further ado, Mr. Isay.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for allowing me to speak a few words. My name is Isay Fuentes. I'm the Regional Program Director at Mothers Against Drunk Driving. And as the Chief just mentioned, every single year, in partnership with the New Jersey Department of Highway Traffic Safety, we host an annual event where we honor hardworking law enforcement. Every single day of every single year, our law enforcement goes out to protect our communities and to make them a safer place. When it comes to our mission at Mothers Against Drunk Driving, the dangers of drunk and impaired driving have only unfortunately been increasing year after year. These hardworking men and women out there that protect our communities do so much and unfortunately don't always get a lot of recognition that they rightfully deserve for just doing their job. So we do this event every single year to honor their hard work from the previous calendar year. Unfortunately, they could not attend our event as the Chief mentioned, so I took a field trip out here to make sure that I can personally deliver the awards to each of these hardworking officers and just give them a quick and personal thank you for all their hard work. So from this department specifically, we honored 3 individuals. So to start off, Sergeant Scott Keefe in recognition of Excellence DRE Award. And then for the recognition of excellence for DWI, we honor 2. Patrolman Sean Spina, and Patrolman Timothy Swain. Congratulations. Here you go. You know, now that we're still in the beginning of summer, this time more than ever of the year is one of the most dangerous times of the year. We thank you all for honoring our hardworking law enforcement. Any department, both big and small, deserve the recognition, and we just wanted to take a moment to say thank you. And thank you allowing me to share these awards with them today. So thank you again.
Thank you.
So to add on to that, so what Sergeant Keefe got was DRE's drug recognition expert. So impairments just beyond alcohol. So we have what, an Alka-Test, the old breathalyzer. We can utilize that when we believe somebody's impaired by alcohol. When they're impaired by other drugs or substances, that's when we utilize a drug recognition expert, and they do a series of different tests. It's very difficult. Not a lot of people like to do it. Sergeant Keefe does an excellent job. Not only does he do it for this town, but he'll go outside of our jurisdiction. The county pays for it. Doesn't come out of the taxpayer dollar. But he does it, and he does it well. So, I want to, thank him.
Very nice.
So, real quick, when it comes to awards, all officers deserve awards, and being the leader of this department for a long time, been a supervisor, I hold these guys to the highest standard. I don't give them the recognition they deserve, and I know that. I'm always critiquing, wanting the best, wanting them to do better, wanting them to strive, and realize that they do put their heart and soul into this department. They do deserve recognition. So this is a great opportunity for you allowing us to do this.
Great.
They do get, on a daily basis, we do get letters from the public, from people that we assist, and we get those letters and then we put it in our tracking system. And it's recognized, and we'll tell them, and at roll call, the sergeants will read it. And that's as far as it goes, and that's truly on a daily basis. That these officers perform that well. And it's from anything from just treating somebody well to, unfortunately, a lot of times, people pass away, and it's so, devastating to the family, unexpected, everybody's upset, and, they're there consoling the entire time and helping out. And, so many different letters come in about the praise and the professionalism. And the public doesn't hear that, the committee doesn't hear that enough, and it's very true, and it, makes us proud that, our officers perform that well. And I gotta say, what happens is, we expect that these officers always perform at this level with the camera on their body, and we ask them to be like flawless, and respond without emotion and fear, and it's not realistic. They're human like everybody else. They're not superhuman. I often hear times like, I can never do your job as a police officer. I don't want a job as a police officer. I couldn't do your job. And then you ask why? Well, why? Well, it's because you're working nights, weekends, holidays. It's dangerous. You're going to call, seeing people at their worst. We're the last line of defense. Sometimes, that's it. You're jumping call to call to call. It could be by yourself, and you don't know what you're going to encounter. Well, what I want to say is we're human, but the difference is, we push through it, and we get the job done. And that's really, truly it. That's what makes us different than everybody else, is that, hey, we're going to get through it. We're going to get the job done. When most people, wouldn't rise to the occasion. So, I just want to say, thank you, to all the men and women of Lacey Township Police Department. And just because these officers are getting awards doesn't mean, everybody else doesn't deserve awards. So, without further ado, Captain, would you come up? You're going to assist me. All right. So first up is Patrolman Triano, front and center. And he's getting the Triumphant Award. It's awarded for rising above the best of the best in the spirit of competition. So on October 16th of 2024, Officer Triano competed in the Ocean County Chiefs of Police Association firearms competition against 71 officers from Ocean County, many of which are seasoned firearms instructors and veteran SWAT operators. Officer Triano earned his first place finish in the Iron Sight competition against all competing officers. So that means there's no sighting system, it's just the regular handgun with the sight that came with it. This is a significant accomplishment considering two factors. Officer Triano is a young officer with limited experience in these types of competitions, and two, there are several agencies within Ocean County that are consistently competitive in these types of competitions. If you are unaware of who they are, just keep your ears open and they will tell you. They are now very much aware that the Lacey Township Police Department has re-entered the room. This is our first place finish in a firearms competition since 2015, when a member of our command staff achieved a first place score in the same competition. That would be Captain Sullivan. So he is getting the Triumphant Award. Captain?
Eyes will not allow that. So. Nice job.
Good job.
So I want to say other departments, they will like purposely send their guys out to the range to practice. You know, we don't do that. Chris does it on his own with a few other officers, and they, on their own, will get this job, get it done. And it's it's so noted. Thanks, Chris.
Just,
Right.
if I could
Yeah.
piggyback off of that, for the competition every year is in October. They've already started sending their officers out to the range to get ready for this thing. That's how competitive this is. Well, we'll put this on Facebook, and you'll see the comments afterwards, and you'll figure out which agencies they are.
All right, so up next are Patrolman Hutman and Patrolman Marone, front and center. They are getting the Exceptional Duty Award, awarded for a highly credible accomplishment to duty or service to the public. This citation bar shall be issued under circumstances warranting a citation for duty or service to the public. So Officer Hutman and Officer Marone responded to a residence in Forked River to assist RWJ Barnabas, mobile pest, for a male subject experiencing hallucinations and in need of a psychological evaluation. During the course of the evaluation, Officer Hutman and Marone positioned themselves to observe the hands of the male subject. The male subject stated that he was going to retrieve his wallet when officers observed him actually reaching for a pair of scissors. Due to the officer's scene awareness, Officer Hutman saw what was happening and was able to quickly gain possession of the scissors. Officers were able to quickly secure the male subject in handcuffs for the safety of everyone involved. The male subject was then transported to the hospital to get the help that he needed. No one was injured as a result of the quick actions of the officers on scene. So with these, we don't put these in the pass down. Anytime it's going to be a medical issue, a mental health issue, domestic violence, you won't read them in our pass down. There's no need to post that, but these incidents happen a lot. Mental health is a big thing. So these officers are always performing at this level, and just their actions alone, how they conduct themselves, just their mere presence, their awareness prevents very bad things from happening. It's that command presence, it's that awareness that, it doesn't escalate beyond that. Somebody grabs a weapon, you see it on on TV, television, the internet, and officers utilize force, deadly force sometimes, as a result. So by these officers' actions ahead of time, and how they handle themselves, how they position themselves, they prevent that. And we're always getting, recognition from RWJ Barnabas for, they're there with those employees who always, do send us commendations and how great these officers perform. So I just want to say, excellent work. Next up is Patrolman Alan Abrecht and Patrolman Jason Nyland. Nylon, right? All right. They're going to get Meritorious Service Award, awarded for a highly unusual accomplishment under adverse conditions with some degree of hazard to life and limb to the other officer where death or injury to a third party is prevented. So on April 3rd of 24, so we're going back a little ways, Officer Abrecht and Nylon reported to a home in Forked River to assist RWJ Barnabas with a mental health evaluation. They were doing a screening on a resident in crisis who was making suicidal statements. During the course of the evaluation, the resident began walking towards his recliner. The resident reached down and grabbed the handle of a concealed firearm stuffed in the recliner cushions. Without hesitation, the two officers worked in tandem. As Officer Nyland quickly drew his service weapon and moved to a tactical position, while Officer Abrecht was able to quickly grab the resident's arm and remove the handgun from his hand without incident. To be clear, the intent of the male subject remains unknown, but due to Officer Abrecht and Officer Nyland's quick actions and overall scene awareness, officers quickly eliminated the threat and de-escalated the situation without any further harm. The male subject in crisis was able to receive the help he needed at the hospital. So, once again, same thing, and it's their quick actions. That matters. It's how they, scene awareness, how they handle themselves, working together, that they averted another, potential use of force crisis, and it worked out excellent. So once again, thank you.
Thank you.
If I can just touch on
Yeah,
that.
please,
These
go ahead.
these type of things are happening every single day. These guys, I promise you, they don't want to be here right now. They're very, I promise you this, they're very humble, they're very proud of what they do, but they will not ever self-promote, not one time. So for us to, the way we catch a lot of this stuff is by reviewing body cams, we see stuff like, did this really happen? Or the supervisor see stuff, and then, these two specific things came from outside of us. They came from, the mobile crisis unit that they work in, and this stuff is happening every day with these guys. They're consistently working hard. They're consistently putting themselves. If you ask them a story, I'm sure something happened today that was very similar to this, but we're just not gonna know about it. So it's just part of the job for them, and that's where the chief and I, when we say we hold these guys to a high standard, it's what we do. And we should be recognizing more, but we're all come from the same cloth. So it's just kind of what we do, right? So to be able to stand here and recognize it, we would like to be able to do it more. It's going to be a point of ours to try to do it more. We all of that, but they don't want to be here. I can tell you that right now. It's just not, for them, it's just part of the job. So nice job, gentlemen. We're proud of you guys, and continue to represent yourself very, very well.
Speed this thing up.
The last one, I promise.
It's fine. We're good.
Last one.
You'll take all this good stuff.
So this is going to be the Grand Cordon Award, and it's going to go to, it's for the Jones Road wildfire. So it's awarded as a department citation to recognize individual participation by members who contributed to a significant department-wide accomplishment or effort. So on April 22nd, every member of our agency was recalled to work during the Jones Road fire incident at some point during that evening. The incident began as a non-threat to Lacey Township, as officials were made aware of the fire's existence earlier in the day. But as weather's conditions changed and efforts to contain the fire became hampered by such conditions, both residents and structures of Lacey Township quickly became endangered. In a matter of minutes, the fire crossed several burn lines and jumped the parkway, heading directly towards Pheasant Run. Officers were immediately recalled to duty, and without hesitation or question, they rushed to work to begin assisting in evacuation efforts that had begun in Pheasant Run. It needs to be recognized that several officers and dispatchers live in the area that was evacuated and affected by this fire. These dedicated folks left their own families and homes, asking them to complete this evacuation without the physical and emotional support of their loved one who recognized that duty called in this specific situation. The conditions that these officers face along with fire personnel, first aid personnel, community personnel. I know Veronica was there, committee people, Committeeman Giuliano, they were sitting there helping. Everybody was all hands on deck. So we don't want to leave anybody out. But this is specifically for the police department. All right. They knew, that these conditions were unwinnable. Our officers were head-on with the smoke and wind conditions with very little personal protective gear as they went door to door in Pheasant Run, attempting to get residents to leave as the firewall quickly approached. Officers were able to complete this mission over the next several hours and achieve the primary goal of preserving every life that was affected. Our communications personnel were outstanding during this time. Our dispatchers fielded hundreds of telephone calls during this time on top of their regular duties. I was impressed to see how calm and professional they remained throughout the evening as chaos was happening around them. Dispatcher Wujak and Dispatcher Lawler did an amazing job restoring order. This became more impressive as time passed. As the power went out, internet systems failed, and cell service was out for a period of time, which rendered all of their systems inoperable for a period of time. So we're working on pen and paper. All right, on top of that, one of our dispatchers working at the time lives in Pheasant Run, and her home and family were in danger, yet she remained professional, calm, and mission-oriented. It is equally as impressive to see the men and women in the community step up during these times. Our fire departments, our first aid squads, our partners in the DPW, and also the selfless actions of the Lacey Township School District Transportation Department, as many school bus drivers reported to assist in the evacuation.
Fantastic.
I'm not going to be handing out every award to all the officers.
Chief, if I could just take 1 minute, because I'd just like to bring Mr. Triano back up here for a second, please. I know that our administrator was in touch with your chief, and I wanted to read this to you, what she wrote, so I don't know if you've been aware of this. I want to take a moment to formally recognize and commend Officer Triano for his outstanding professionalism and calm demeanor during a medical emergency involving one of our fellow co-workers here this week. Throughout the incident, Officer Triano exhibited exceptional compassion, remained composed under pressure. His ability to manage this situation with such steadiness and care was not only reassuring to those present, but also a testament to his dedication and training. He handled the emergency with utmost professionalism and displayed genuine concern for our person. Officer Triano is truly an asset to our police department and to our entire work family. We are very fortunate to have him as part of our team, and his actions during this serious event deserves to be commended. So we just wanted to say an extra thank you for that. Thank you.
So while we're done with it, I'd just like to call everybody out so we can get some photos.
Right.
So I'd like Mr. Francis come up, Sergeant Keith, from his being at Spain, we'll do that. Chief, you want to get some photos?
Get a little photos in there. Come on, guys, up here. Come on. Mr. Abrick. Mr. Nylon. Come on, guys. Mr. Hopman, come on up here.
Come on up, guys.
Come on. Alan.
I look for you guys. All right, next group. Why don't we bring up everybody else that got awards, bring them up with the chief and the captain, and we'll go from there.
Let's do them separately. We'll do them first and then everybody, I think she said. I don't know. Are you doing this you do everybody?
I'm gonna do the whole group.
Oh, a
and
whole
then we
group?
can
Okay.
tag things.
Guys, come back up. Come back up.
No,
We call you for it, right? Sure.
That's good. DJ's.
Get bigger?
Hey, you did a good job.
I'd rather do it.
all right, wait, we gotta balance this out. We're off balance. Here, push the table out, balance that out.
We don't care. We'll fix it tomorrow.
I don't know where he is. I'm not good at investing. All right, All right, there you go. There you go.
Some comments from the committee?
He done? Is Keith done?
Yeah.
I guess I'll go first, Peter.
Deputy Mayor Kennis.
Thank you, Mayor. Well, it's evident that you're all working hard, improving your craft, and having great careers in Lacey Township. We're happy to have you. Thanks for keeping Lacey safe, and congratulations.
Committeeman McDonald.
Thank you, Mayor. I have said for a long time, I think we have one of the best, if not the best, police force in the state of New Jersey. And I think with what went on here tonight, we have proven that. And I thank you. That's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you. Committeeman Giuliano.
As always, we're just so proud, and in these times of questioning everything that law enforcement has to do, we're lucky that we have the support of them, and we know they support us here, and we're a very fortunate town to have what we have here. So we should always be thankful and grateful, and always saying appreciation words to them, because they are the ones that put their lives on the line, even in little small town Lacey. So it's something we should all continue to remember, and I'm so grateful for all of you. And I have my blue on, as always. So, thank you.
Committeeman Larray.
Well, I got to disagree with Mr. McDonald on one thing. We don't have one of the best police departments in the state.
best.
In my opinion, I may be one-sided on this, but I think we have the best.
That's right.
And congratulations to all of you. We know you work hard every day. There's things that go on that we don't even hear about, we don't need to hear about. And we couldn't be prouder of the squad we got today, in the past, and I know in the future, because many of you are young. But what blows my mind when I sit up here, even though I've only been up here about half a year now, is when I'm sitting up here and seeing people getting awards, especially in this career, that were kids years ago, running around with my kids, and now I see the accomplishments that all, and I mean all of them are doing, and it shows how good they grew up. So a lot of accommodation needs to go to their parents, their family, and the community that made them the fine police officers they are today.
Thanks. I'll just close the comments with, it's a very different job today than it was maybe back in 1970. It's not just an enforcement role. It is an educator, a counselor, somebody going out on domestics. So it's very difficult. It's very different. So what I always say is, I think the most dangerous thing we do every day, and I'm one-sided because I was the Intoxicated Driver Resource Center director for about 7 years for this county. The most dangerous thing we do every day, that most of us are not police officers, being a police officer is much more dangerous, but the most dangerous thing we do is drive. So the amount of people on the road that are wasted or high or texting, it's dangerous. It's dangerous every single day. And we see it here in town, and we see it at the county level, so it's not easy. So we're grateful, and we like seeing the room surrounded with the blue, and we want to continue to see it, and we want to continue to support our police department. And we're grateful, because every time they're out there and they're arresting somebody, like some of these folks here have done, with the DUIs, with being high, with texting, we all got blood on the road. We all got love on the road. And they're protecting us, and they're protecting our kids. So for that, I'm very, very grateful, and I appreciate every one of you guys and ladies. And I appreciate it. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts, all of us. Thank you. Good?
Tell them to go ahead.
It's a good idea. Anyone would like to exit the room now and continue on with their evening? Please feel free to
Watch
do
these
it.
guys run.
They're already out the door.
They're running.
Well,
Thank you so much for being here tonight.
we're going to pause the tape. I'm pausing the tape.
We got the baby. I know. Well, because we were hiring that, I know. That's the difference. Yeah, I know.
She's lying.
See if Veronica shuts the door.
See if we could get somebody to shut the door, if we
Well,
could.
there's people coming in too, Barry, let them come in too.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
Recording.
Okay. Item number 2, proclamation honoring Girl Scouts of the Jersey Shore. I'll read a proclamation and then I'll ask.
Why doesn't she come up? Want to have her come up?
Yeah, she can come up first. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Come on up.
Reading it, read it to her.
Oh, she should be speaking into the microphone. I moved it. Yes. Susan, why don't you introduce yourself to our town and let us know what you do and what your title is?
All right, Susan Bond Masterson. I'm not tall. I am with the Girl Scouts of the Jersey Shore. I'm the Assistant Director for Regional Engagement. I've been there almost 11 years. Give a little background, I was a Girl Scout my whole life. I am a Gold Award Girl Scout. I was a Girl Scout leader for 17 years. My daughter is also a Gold Award Girl Scout. And I am just transferred from Northern Monmouth County to now Southern Ocean County. So Lacey is part of my area now, so, for about 6 weeks. But I know the area because I grew up down here.
Wonderful. So we appreciate you being here
Thank
tonight.
you.
I did ask you here tonight because we want to recognize our Girl Scouts as we do our Boy Scouts, our Eagle Scouts, and the Gold Award is your equivalent. We know that there's a large contingent of Scouts, both Boy and Girl Scouts, and now Scouts in general in our town. We appreciate you being part of this town. As a girl dad and my daughter was a Girl Scout, I am partial, but it does build character. And as you often hear Mr. McDonald say, whose son is an Eagle Scout, he speaks in glowing terms about them, and he will often say, we may not hire you, but if he sees it on a resume, he will absolutely interview them. And they're just cut. The Girl Scouts and the Gold Award, the Boy Scouts, the Eagle Scouts, they're cut from a different cloth, and they're just fine individuals. So what you do in these times for our youth is to be recognized. We all collectively appreciate it, and let me read, if you'll allow me, a short proclamation. Whereas the Girl Scouts of the Jersey Shore has a longstanding history of building girls of courage, confidence, and character who make the world a better place. Whereas since its founding in 1912, the Girl Scouts has empowered millions of girls across the country by providing opportunities to discover their strengths, connect with their communities, and take action to improve the world around them. And whereas the Girl Scouts of the Jersey Shore serves thousands of girls across Monmouth and Ocean County, offering innovative programs in STEM, entrepreneurship, life skills, the outdoors, and fostering leadership, development, and community engagement. And whereas the Girl Scouts organization supports the growth and potential of girls through dedicated adult volunteers, community partners, and supportive families who work together to mentor and inspire the next generation of leaders. And whereas Girl Scouts of the Jersey Shore continues to positively impact the youth of Lacey Township and beyond, instilling in girls the values of service, integrity, and responsibility. Now, therefore, I, Peter Curatolo, Mayor of Lacey Township, on behalf of myself and really this entire Township Committee, we do hereby recognize and commend the Girl Scouts of the Jersey Shore for their outstanding contributions to our community and applaud their ongoing efforts to shape the future leaders and create a brighter tomorrow. Thank you for what you do. We'll take a quick picture.
Actually, while we're here, there's a group of Girl Scouts over in New Zealand going to Australia.
Wonderful.
Center up, keep the head back, center up just a little bit. Smile, look pretty. Great, there you go.
This final proclamation of the evening that we'll do next, item number 3, proclamation honoring Reese Osmond. It's really something special and close to my heart. I know we're all touched by people in our families or our friend group with cancer. So I saw something on Facebook. There's a young lady that lived in my community. I live right behind ShopRite, that was participating in Alex's lemonade stand. She has gone through a very difficult time. Her family's here this evening, and I wanted to go there and purchase some lemonade. But what I couldn't believe, and this is the God's honest truth, this was, I want to say it, I love the 4th of July celebrations, I'm a patriot. It was my proudest day was being at their house a couple of weeks ago, and I will tell you why. They live on a little circle on Carr Street in the section of Cranberry Hill. And I got there, I was the only guy there, buying some lemonade, saying, hey, how you doing? On my mother's grave, every fire truck we had pulled up, police officers pulled up, the circle filled up, then Carr Street filled up, and there were people there just to support this young lady. Unless she's the most popular family in the township in Ocean County, these were people that just organically wanted to support somebody. And so this young lady is trying to fight this horrible disease. And I'm telling you, you get choked up because I'm going to read this proclamation. And I don't know how much money you raised that day. Can you tell us? A little over $4,000. $4,000 from a lemonade stand. So I just want to read these couple of paragraphs and honor this family. Whereas in the winter of 2014, at just 2.5 years old, Lacey Township resident Reese Madison Osmond was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia, ALL, a form of childhood cancer. And whereas despite facing relapses and countless hospitalizations over the years, Reese has met every challenge with resilience, courage, and remarkable desire to help others. Whereas by her own journey and deep commitment in giving back, Reese held her Alex's Lemonade stand in this summer after her diagnosis, raising $4,000 to fund critical research for Alex's Lemonade stand. Whereas over the past 12 years, Reese has organized and hosted 6 lemonade stands, often right at the end of her driveway, raising more than $15,000 in total, helping fund over 200 hours of childhood cancer research. Whereas Reese has demonstrated extraordinary strength, selflessness, creativity, and even designing her own artwork and posters for each stand, and continues to raise awareness for an often underfunded cause that affects far too many children. Now therefore, I, Peter Curatola, Mayor of Lacey Township, on behalf of myself and again, the entire Township Committee, we say in one voice, we do hereby honor Reese Madison Osmond for her unwavering spirit and compassion and commitment to making a difference in the fight against childhood cancer. She is an inspiration to us all.
Come on, grandparents, get up there.
May I say something quickly?
Yes.
Okay, that's nothing too formal. July 10th, 2004, 2 kids got married. and never once thought that they would be here 21 years later, standing with such an exceptional young child.
That's right, that's right. God bless.
All right, smile pretty, everyone. Okay, there we go.
Bye, thank you, thank you.
Just want to commend Veronica and Amy for writing some of those proclamations. They were wonderful, and we appreciate
That
it.
goes on to Amy. That's Amy's credit this time.
Can I say something?
Yes, sir. We'd like to hear from Senator Connors if we could.
Thank you, Mayor. I appreciate the privilege of addressing everyone from the dais. It's not usually my role as a township attorney. I usually have to answer questions of a legal nature, but this particular matter with regard to Reese, it strikes home very closely. Reese, whether you know it or not, we have a bond of commonality of circumstances. About 28 years ago, I was diagnosed with acute leukemia, myelogenous leukemia, AML, but many similarities to ALL. And as a result of that, I had undergone a bone marrow transplant. Lucky for me, my only brother, 4 years older than I, was an identical match. But I went through a grueling process of chemotherapy, and after the chemotherapy, when it was in remission, had the opportunity for the bone marrow transplant, which was the only opportunity for a complete cure. And it was a very arduous battle, not just for me as a patient, but family members and every round of support group is very, very important. And I spent a lot of time post-transplant, post-recovery, raising money like Reese for the Leukemia Lymphoma Society, volunteering to go back and forth to the University of Pennsylvania Hospital to visit with patients that had been diagnosed with leukemia, several of them here right in Lacey Township, and spent a lot of time with them, giving them inspiration and support. Reese, not everyone fares as well as you and I. There's no explanation. Some people do well and some people don't do well, and that's why the work has to continue. That's why Reese's effort is so vitally important, to raise the kind of money that's necessary for every day to get a little closer to a cure and other treatments. And the work is ongoing, and it takes a lot of money. Reese, I applaud you. I'm proud of you. I want to let you know that if ever you need any assistance, anybody to talk to, it's been 27 years post my bone marrow transplant. My brother always says that he wants it back. He'll never get it back. But I'm very fortunate. And when I see this, it just brings back a lot of thought that I had, and a lot of questions that I had, and a lot of fear that I had, and a lot of good memories of many people that were supportive and around me. And I think it dovetails because we just honored our police officers, service above self. It really distinguishes what happens here in Lacey Township. And I look at Barry Bender, who has sacrificed countless hours for the Relay of Life, volunteering each and every year to raise money for the very, very important cause. And so the work has to continue. Reese, I know that you're probably still involved in raising money. I missed the lemonade stand, but at our break, I would like to make a personal contribution to your efforts that'll repay for all the lemonade that I didn't drink, and in recognition of the many lemonades that we'll be able to have together in the future. So thank you, Mayor, for the opportunity to speak.
We're surrounded by fine people tonight. We're very blessed and grateful for the council and for the camaraderie and for the community. So we'll move on. That's all for this caucus meeting. We'll get a motion to adjourn. Move it.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Do you want to see if anybody else wishes to leave?
Anybody else like to leave for this evening? But we have an exciting, we have second readings, first readings, resolutions. I encourage you to stay, but we invite you to leave. That's my shot at humor. That's why I'm doing this, and I'm not a comic. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Call anytime. Yeah, your friend. Thank you. Reese, God bless you. Great seeing you, young lady. Yeah, it's just, yeah, we're gonna wait for him. Okay, sure.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna use this one.
Yeah.
Want me to pause the tape?
Let's pause it. Wait for Senator.
Pausing the tape.
Canadian?
Huh?
We have any Canadians? Yep.
It's very quiet. Yes, very quiet.
Great to have you, Senator.
Give the word, Coach.
Let's do it.
Where's that pep speech?
Recording.
Township of Lacey, Township meeting July 10th, 2025. Adequate notice of this meeting has been given in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act pursuant to public laws of 1975. Said notice was advertised in the Asbury Park Press and the Beacon and was posted on the bulletin board showing the time and the place of the meeting. We'll salute our flag and have a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item number one this evening. Second reading of ordinance 2025-12, setting salaries for shared services.
Ordinance of the Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, amending an ordinance entitled An Ordinance of the Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, affixing and determining the salaries, wages, and compensation of the officers, employees, and members of the governing body of the township. This is specifically to add in a portion of our deputy tax assessor's salary, as he will be performing a shared service for the borough of Mantuoka. This is second reading. Open the floor to public comment.
Seeing none, make a motion to close the floor.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion on the ordinance?
Move it.
Second.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mrs. Juliana?
Yes.
Mr. Larray?
Yes.
Mayor Kurtolo?
Yes. Item number two, second reading of ordinance 2025-13, setting salaries for seasonal employees.
Ordinance of the Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, amending an ordinance entitled An Ordinance of the Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, affixing and determining the salaries, wages, and compensation of the officers, employees, and members of the governing body of the township. This is specifically for seasonal employees of the Recreation Department and the Department of Public Works, and this is to account for changes to the minimum wage. Second reading, open the floor to public comment.
Seeing none, make a motion to close it.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion on the ordinance?
Move it.
Second.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mrs. Juliana?
Yes.
Mr. Larray?
Yes.
Mayor Kurtolo?
Yes. Item number three, second reading of ordinance 2025-10, vacating a portion of Arthur Street and a portion of Bayonne Avenue.
An ordinance of the Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, vacating all of the right, title, and interest of the Township of Lacey in a portion of Arthur Street and a portion of Bayonne Avenue. This is to the adjoining property owner, and this is over near the Parkway entrance. Second reading, open the floor to public comment.
Seeing none, make a motion to close it.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion on the ordinance?
Move it.
Second.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mrs. Juliana?
Yes.
Mr. Larray?
Yes.
Mayor Kurtolo?
Yes. Item number 4, Resolution 2025-212, certifying that the governing body has received the 2024 audit.
Resolution of the Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, certifying to the local finance board that all members of the governing body have received the annual municipal audit for the year 2024.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mrs. Juliana?
Yes.
Mr. Larray?
Yes.
Mayor Kurtolo?
Yes. Item number 5, Resolution 2025-213, authorizing an amendment to the shared services agreement with the Borough of Mantoloking Tax Assessor.
Resolution of the Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, authorizing an amendment to the shared services agreement with the Borough of Mantoloking for tax assessor services.
Move
We
it.
had to revise this agreement just for some language changes that were required by the Division of Taxation.
Move it. Second.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mrs. Juliana?
Yes.
Mr. Larray?
Yes.
Mayor Kurtolo?
Yes. Item number 6, Resolution 2025-214, authorizing a Chapter 159 in the municipal budget, shared services with the Borough of Mantoloking.
Resolution of the Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, providing for the insertion of a special item of revenue and appropriation in the 2025 municipal budget of the Township of Lacey.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mrs. Juliana?
Yes.
Mr. Larray?
Yes.
Mayor Kurtolo?
Yes. Item number 7, Resolution 2025-215, appointing a Class 1 Special Law Enforcement Officer.
Resolution of the Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, appointing Todd E. Garris as Class 1 Special Law Enforcement Officer.
Move it.
Second.
Mrs. Juliana?
Yes.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mr. Larray?
Yes.
Mayor Kurtolo?
Yes. We have an insertion this evening, so we're going to add on Resolution 2025-227.
Resolution of the Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, appointing Davin Rummel and Lily Wright as Public Safety Telecommunicator Trainee for the Township of Lacey.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mrs. Juliana?
Yes.
Mr. Larray?
Yes.
Mayor Kurtolo?
Yes.
Can we just recognize these?
Let's recognize these young people.
Yes.
Come on up, Chief. Come on up.
Real quick, say welcome aboard, everybody. So these are going to be our dispatcher, public safety telecommunicator trainees. So it's a difficult job, and as you are
It
heard
is.
from the awards, the inventory, especially with street dispatchers, Luke Jack and Lawler, it's a tough job.
It is.
It's a tough job, but we have full faith that you can get it done, and you have our full support. Command staff, everybody, we're here to support you. And get you to where you need to be, and help out and look over the residents of Township of Lacey. Welcome aboard. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chief, and welcome to our town. We're looking forward to working with you and supporting you. Item number 8, Resolution 2025-216, authorizing various promotions.
Resolution of the Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, authorizing various appointments, promotions, and lateral changes in the CWA Clerical Unit and the Teamsters Blue Collar Unit for the Township of Lacey, pending promotional procedures by the Civil Service Commission. We have Laura Farnsworth, moving from Clerk 1 to Clerk 2 in the Tax Collector's Office, Pam Goldstein, moving from Clerk 1 to Clerk 2 in the Police Department, Casey Conca, moving from Clerk 2 to Clerk 3 in the Police Department, Roxanne Simpson, moving from Clerk 2 to Clerk 3 in the Department of Community Development, Whitney Taps, moving from Clerk 3 to Clerk 4 in the Department of Public Works, Michael Burnwick, moving from Mechanic to Senior Mechanic in the Department of Public Works, and Charles Fino, moving from Maintenance and Repair to Senior Maintenance and Repair in the Department of Public Works.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Larray?
Yes.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mrs. Juliana?
Yes.
Mayor Kurtolo?
Yes. Item number 9, Resolution 2025-217, appointing a regular member to the Board of Health.
Resolution of the Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, appointing Al Dompieri as regular member to the Board of Health for the Township of Lacey.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mrs. Juliana?
Yes.
Mr. Larray?
Yes, and I want to thank him for stepping forward and wanting to be a volunteer on one of our boards.
Mayor Kurtolo.
Yes. Item number 10, Resolution 2025-218, appointing an alternate member to the Board of Health.
Resolution of the Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, appointing Monica Carlson as alternate number 1 on the Board of Health for the Township of Lacey.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mrs. Juliana?
Yes.
Mr. Larray?
Yes, and thank you.
Mayor Kurtolo.
Yes, and back to Mr. Dompieri, if I could, really quick. Al is a former emergency medical tech. He's a fine individual and a good neighbor to all of us in the town. Item number 10, Resolution 2025-218, appointing an alternate, Item 11, Resolution 2025-219, approving a person-to-person transfer of an ABC license.
Resolution of the Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, approving a person-to-person transfer of a retail consumption license from Pine Tar Bar and Grill LLC to H Family Grill Incorporated.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mrs. Juliana?
Yes.
Mr. Larray?
Yes,
Mayor Kurtolo.
Yes. Item number 12, Resolution 2025-220, awarding a contract for participation on a community needs assessment.
Resolution of the Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, awarding a contract to Andrea Plaza LLC for participation in a community needs assessment. This is for public relations and communication support to develop a strategic plan for a community needs assessment that will be funded through the opioid trust fund and in connection with the municipal alliance.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mrs. Juliana?
Yes.
Mr. Larray?
yes,
Mayor Kurtolo.
Yes. Item number 13, Resolution 2025-221, authorizing the execution of a subordination agreement regarding Block 1247, lots 34 through 39.
Resolution of the Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, authorizing the execution of a subordination agreement with U.S. Alliance Federal Credit Union regarding Block 1247, lots 34 through 39.
Move it.
Second.
Mrs. Juliana?
Yes.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mr. Larray?
yes,
Mayor Kurtolo.
Yes. Item number 14, Resolution 2025-222, authorizing the placement of a lien on Block 1631.08, Lot 28.
Resolution of the Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, accepting the certification of the Director of Public Works concerning costs incurred in the removal of debris and the cleaning up of the property located at Block 1631.08, Lot 28, and authorizing the placement of a lien against said property for said costs.
Move it.
Second.
Mrs. Juliana?
Yes.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mr. Larray?
yes,
Mayor Kurtolo.
Yes. Item number 15, Resolution 2025-223, authorizing the refund of deposit monies.
Resolution of the Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, authorizing the refund of deposits held for the use of municipal facilities.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mrs. Juliana?
Yes.
Mr. Larray?
yes,
Mayor Kurtolo.
Yes. Item number 16, Resolution 2025-224, authorizing the payment of township bills.
Resolution of the Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, authorizing the payment of township bills. This is in the amount of $8,551,474.63.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mrs. Juliana?
Yes.
Mr. Larray?
yes,
Mayor Kurtolo.
Yes. Item
Mr.
number
McDonald, do you need to abstain from that one?
Oh,
item?
yeah. Here, the folks, thank you. Abstain from T0035.
Thank you. Item number 17, monthly reports.
For the month of May and June, we have a combined report here for the municipal docks. We collected receipts in the amount of, in May for the amount of $11,635, and then in June in the amount of $4,420. Municipal court for the month of May, receipts were collected in the amount of $17,384.24. Municipal clerk's office for the month of June were in the amount of $5,364.50. Recycling commodity for the month of June was collected in the amount of $1,412. Road opening permits in the amount of $1,215. Community development for the month of June, receipts were collected in the amount of $84,479. Motion to accept the reports is read.
Move it.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Item number 18, motion to approve caucus meeting minutes from June 12th, 2025. Move it.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Item number 19, motion to approve township meeting minutes from June 12th, 2025. Move it.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Item number 20, motion to approve executive session meeting minutes from June 12th, 2025. Move it.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Item number 21, motion to approve membership in the Forked River Volunteer Fire Company for Jack Kohler. Move it.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Item number 22, motion to approve membership in the Lenoka Harbor Volunteer Fire Company for Walter Dowd and Adam Klimzak.
Move it.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Insertion, add-on, Resolution 2025-226.
Resolution of the Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, authorizing the execution of an interlocal services agreement with the Township of Berkeley for as-needed conflict construction inspection services for the Township of Lacey.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mrs. Juliana?
Yes.
Mr. Larray?
Yes.
Mayor Kurtolo?
Yes. Comments from the committee this evening? Deputy Mayor Kennis.
Thank you, Mayor. Just a couple things. We've begun, or about to begin, road construction and repaving in the southwest Barnegat Pines. If you're unfamiliar where that is, if you go around Deerhead Lake to the right-hand side, it's all the roads back in there. We've struck our tax rate for 2025. The rate is 2.735 for that's the entire tax rate for the township. And finally, if anybody was unaware, that the governor just signed that we no longer have to post ads or post public notice in newspapers anymore. Old media is going away. So we can use our own website from now on if we want to do it that way. Those are my comments.
Thank you very much, Deputy Mayor. Committeeman McDonald.
Thank you, Mayor. One of the things that disturbed me a little bit during the last brouhaha with the school board was that the seniors who graduated got a little pushed to the rear with their success stories. So I sent an email to Interim Superintendent Zelinski, and I asked him some questions, and I thought it would be appropriate tonight to read what he said back, and you guys will be able to figure out my questions by the answers. Okay, so there were 313 seniors who graduated on June 19th. 40% of our seniors are attending four-year colleges. 23% are attending two-year institutions. 63% of our seniors are going on to some sort of college. 13% are joining the workforce. 16%, and I love this one, are attending trade schools and vocational schools. We're always complaining, we don't have enough plumbers, don't have enough electricians, don't have enough of this, don't have enough of that, and there they are. 5% are joining the military. And 3%, guess what? They haven't figured it out yet. But they're 17, 18-year-old kids, guess what? They're eventually going to figure it out. And I asked them, what colleges were these kids going to? And he gave me a list. And I asked them for the top 20%. What are the kids who would graduate the top 20%? What colleges were they going to? And the first one he mentioned was Stevens Institute of Technology in Hoboken. Now, I know this school because my son graduated from this school. It is by far one of the top engineering schools in the country. It is one of 4 engineering schools that actually did give a degree in engineering. The other 3 are Vanderbilt, Mudd, and California Institute of Technology. You just read in the paper, another one of our Lacey graduates is out at the United States Air Force Academy. That's a tough school to get into. The College of New Jersey, if you've read the reviews of that, it's very good. Ole Miss, going down a little south, it's a good school. North Carolina State, Rutgers, Marist, University of South Carolina, Monmouth University, Pace University, Penn State University. It is extremely hard to get into Penn State University if you're out of state. Berkeley College, University of Tampa, and Liberty University, West Virginia University, and Florida Atlantic. Now, sometimes we shortchange our school system here. I have never looked at standardized tests as an indication of where our school is. Do our test scores need to come up? Of course they do. They can always be higher. I like to look at the finished product and see where they're going. And by this, I don't think our school district is as bad as some people in the community are telling us. So that's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you very much. Committeeman McDonald. Committeewoman Giuliano.
Thank you, Mayor, and thank you, Mr. McDonald. It's great information, because I was at scholarship night, and I have to tell you, the amount of money that's given out to our...
What is it, about $4 million?
It was ridiculous. It was just, it blew me away to just listen to the amount of money given out. We're very fortunate.
Anyway, the only thing I have tonight is just to advise you that we had 65 fire calls this month, and we, again, as I say always, we would be lost without our volunteers, so again, they need to be appreciated, thanked, when they run right now, at Lenoka Harbor, I know, is selling $50 tickets for a fundraiser. Help them out, buy one, wouldn't hurt to give them a little support. You know, our Forked River Fire will be doing something, I think, later in September, October. These are, we've got to support them. They need our support, so it's important that we turn around and give them some of our little extras here in town. Other than that, congratulations to everybody that got awards tonight, and we're very lucky here in our town, and we should always be grateful for that. Remember the important stuff and not always the negative. That's it, Mayor.
Well said. Thank you very much, Committeewoman Giuliano. Committeeman LaRae.
Yes, thank you. I don't have to remind everybody that it's the time of year, I know it was mentioned earlier, be safe on these roads. As we know, 3/4 of New Jersey this time of year likes to come to Lacey Township, so be aware of what's going on with that. It's also a time of year we cannot emphasize enough water safety, pool safety. We've had a couple instances recently that's gone on in town. Luckily, they turned out okay, but be aware. I mean, it's so easy within seconds to get yourself in trouble around the waters with little kids especially. I want to thank the new members that are coming into Forked River and Lenoka Harbor for fire departments. As Peggy just said, they're a big part of our town. They need our help, not only with volunteers, but also if there's something you can donate to give them, it's always much appreciated. Veronica had mentioned on the financial report, the income from the docks. And a lot of people in town, if you ever get an idea, because I know so many people in town and you hear the docks come up, which we had a grant last year, which redid half of them, which they were probably 50 years overdue to be redone. Hopefully next year we'll be redoing them. But the docks are located on the end of East Lakeside Drive.
Look beautiful.
You really want to see good workmanship, the quality they did, and where it's at, because people come and question the committee and other people around town about certain things. They don't know what they look like. They don't even know where they're located. So take a ride down there, because there's a lot of things in this town that the people that live here are proud of. Everything's going to always be tweaked. And I know we've had some organizations in the last couple of months for different reasons come and tour our town for different reasons. Very, very impressed with Lacey Township, the cleanliness, what it has to offer, our park systems, and the whole bit. But the biggest thing I want to thank tonight is, Tim, thank you for that school report.
Appreciate it.
Because sitting on that school board for 15 years, I was fortunate enough to sit there while my own children went through the system. And I can't believe that was 16 years ago already, but it's like anything. It's like the awards tonight. Absolutely wonderful way to start the night. Even with all the hard work, the grueling things you got to go through as a volunteer to sit on these boards, the proudest day is at the end of the year when you see the products you put out. And Tim, thank you, because you did a better job at that than our own school system does at the school board meetings. And I don't mean to belittle them, but we don't get that good a report on how our kids are doing at the end of the season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tim.
That's all I got.
Thank you very much. In that regard, and I will tell you that this was not a setup. I didn't know what the other colleagues up here were going to talk about
So
tonight.
funny, that's funny.
But I will tell you this, yesterday, I took it upon myself to meet with Acting Superintendent Zielinski and the school board president, and I wanted to go over a couple of these things. And what I said was, I offered my advice after 30 years in government and they could take the paper that I typed up, and they could throw it out, or they could talk about it. And I thought it was good advice. I stayed away from the curriculum. But some of the things that I did talk about, and I left this with them, when you log on to the school website, talk about some of these things that Mr. McDonald talked about tonight. Talk about kids that are 17 and 16 years old, several of them, I believe 28 of them, finishing an associate's degree, some of them before they get driver's licenses. I never had that opportunity when I graduated college in 1986, but kids over here took advantage of that. And that's going to serve them well because that's going to be a load of less debt that they have if they pursue a baccalaureate or a master's degree. So that matters. Talk about how many students you serve. Talk about how many specially licensed people are there serving children with autisms and other folks on the special needs spectrum. That matters. Talk about that. If you're going to take folks, this is what I said, it was very candid and it was very well received. I said, if you're going to take people's money, tell them what they're getting for their money. Shout it from a mountaintop. There's a lot of people that don't know. Folks without kids don't know. There's a lot that goes on. Mr. McDonald touched on a lot of it tonight, and some of those schools are very, very impressive. I don't know if I could have gotten into them many years ago, and so I applaud those students. I did attend the graduation. I did talk to school board members there, and yesterday I wanted to have this one-on-one meeting, and some people have told me, don't do that. If you give them these ideas, including the financial opportunities that I'll talk about very briefly, if they go wrong, they'll blame you. I don't think that'll happen because I treat them like colleagues. They're not looking to throw me or my colleagues up here under the bus. We're trying to build bridges, and we're trying to spend responsibly. So there is good out there, and our schools are part of that good. So part of what I did talk about, and again, with the caveat, talk to your school board attorney and your business administrator. I said, monetize your website. Your site is viewed X amount of thousand times per month. There is an opportunity there to sell a footer on outgoing email. You communicate with families 12 different ways. You communicate with them from everything from a preliminary report card to a disciplinary action report, a DAN. You tell them what's for lunch. You tell them the football practice got bumped from 3 to 4, whatever it is. New holiday coming up on the schedule, delayed opening. You have opportunities. And what I said was, even build a consortium with, I've been in touch with other mayors. Build a consortium. Consortium shop, if you can, your medical benefits. Now you don't just have 30,000 people in this town or our school district. Now you got Berkeley, you might have Toms River, you might have Lakewood, and you might have Bricktown. But don't just sit here. I've never been, you can't do that because guy. I've always been a light a candle and let's figure out how we can guy. And they took a lot of this advice, and they said, yeah, well, you know, what do we have now? We have vinyl banners around the circumference of a football field, like virtually every high school in all 531 or 4 municipalities that we have. But with over 100,000 kids in K-12 in this county, there's an opportunity to go out for RFP, and there's an opportunity to monetize certain things. Don't say how we can't, why we can't do it, say how we can do it. So there's opportunity, and there's good news. And what I said to Acting Superintendent Zielinski and Mrs. Claus was, talk about your successes, because they are there. You control the narrative. Talk about your successes. Be truthful. Be honest. You will be fact-checked, just like we are up here. But be honest. You'll have our support. We'll try to help you every way we can. I'm not going to get into your day-to-day because I respect you as other elected officials in this town. So that was my piece, and to not be too long-winded, we talked about the police tonight. I received this letter from the organizer, one of the organizers of the No More Kings rally, and I thought this was really important. So it says, Dear Mayor Curatola, as the organizer rally, I'm writing to you to commend the police department for the efficiency and professionalism. Sergeant Anthony Sarno maintained excellent communication with me prior to the event, and every officer present acted with courtesy, ensuring the safety of all members. Considering the experiences in some other locations, not Lacey Township, during this nationwide event, all of our participants were grateful for the exceptional training and performance of the Lacey Township Police Department. I think that matters. No matter how you felt about that event, it was peaceful, and it underscores what it means to be part of this great country, because in other places, you can't do stuff like that. So I kiss the ground I walk on. I'm very proud of the way the police department assisted people that day and helped them exercise their right. And when I get something like this come across my desk, I want to share it with people. They didn't want it posted on a Facebook website. I wanted to read some of it because this is what the organizer felt strong enough to put it in writing. So I wanted it out there, and I got his permission to read this. It was originally going to be posted, but it's not posted. But I wanted to read it because I'm proud of what they did. Without anything further, congratulations to everyone that received proclamations tonight, in particular, close to my heart, the young lady suffering from ALL, horrible cancer, and God bless her. I'll open that floor up now to the public. Sir, let me get that over there. Tom, you got it?
Tony, please.
Thank you, Tom.
Here
Thank
he
you,
comes.
appreciate that.
He's got his papers ready for us.
I got it. Tony Rizzoli, Sunrise Beach. I'd like to start. With it was a very good meeting tonight, and the people that were recognized were all worthy people, and I'm glad you guys did it, and I'm glad they were here to hear it, and I hope everybody on the TV understands. This is the kind of town we live in, but we all got to contribute something to make it even better. So that's why I'm here. We have a new Board of Health member, okay? And from what you said, he was a first aid person.
Correct.
Okay. Who did he replace?
There was a resignation from a former member, so he was moved up from alternate 1 to regular member.
Okay, so Al was moved up.
Correct.
All right, and,
Monica was appointed to the alternate position. that
okay.
Al was in.
And, all right, now, there was another, number 12 tonight, where it was a resolution for participation on a community needs assessment. And it kind of got me thinking, the community needs or the community development person is this a new position?
It's not a position,
No.
and it has nothing to do with community development. Community development is planning and zoning.
Okay,
So a community needs assessment is what do we need? What's lacking out there for the residents? Mental health, recreational facilities, other such things. And I will leave this up to the mayor to discuss this a little further because we've done this at the county level at the Board of Health. So we need to do it to qualify for certain grants, and the municipal alliances do to have a community needs assessment. So we're doing this and we're using the opioid money.
That's-
I'll let him explain deeper in depth what a community needs assessment is.
stop. Can I say
Yes,
before you
please.
start? That got me thinking. Community needs and Board of Health, and we have casks of radioactive material in our town that we can't get rid of, okay? In future planning, and the way the world is today, okay, maybe part of that, Board of Health, I don't know if it's done on a county level, I'm sure it's done on a national level, but God forbid, we have somebody attack those casks, and we have a radiation problem in town. The community development through the Board of Health might think about having somebody who is a radiation exposure person with knowledge on future planning, on what we can do. I mean, when the power plant was operating, they used to give out pills, okay? You swallowed a pill if there
The
was...
state did.
Yeah. Now, since the plant is closed, we still have the casks sitting there, and though we have a great police force, okay, it's a private company, and it might be that it could be attacked. I mean, we're in a very precarious position in the world today, and, on a national level and on an international level. Maybe we should think about, maybe on a county level through the Board of Health, maybe on our own level through the Board of Health, or through our police department, or a combination of community development, come up with a plan. God forbid we do have some kind of a attack, accident, because we can't get rid of the casks. They closed down Yucca Mountain, right? And they don't want to transport them on trains through the country, and they don't want to put them on barges because they got to move them. So I was thinking that maybe there's something we should think about in the future about doing something with that. Now, sorry I took your thunder, but it was just something I was thinking about that maybe we should think about in the future.
Let
Now,
me address it if I could. There's not enough time here tonight. This is the swimming pool I've lived in now. It's my 19th year in public health, and part of that is working with our disaster preparedness people. There's absolutely no shortage of thought that has gone into this, in particular post 9/11. That stuff's in 4-foot thick concrete casks. We have a disaster preparedness level at the county. This is the most regulated entity that I couldn't underscore it enough. I went for an interview at Cape Canaveral in 2006. I got on there into that interview where the shuttle takes off. In less time, it took me 45 minutes as mayor to get through those 45 minutes. Veronica and everyone up here will attest to that. To get in, to just have a basic vanilla tour of that facility. We have regulation at the federal site with the Nuclear Regulatory Commission. You will not have KI, potassium iodide pills, given out anymore because that is no longer a producing plant. Virtually every security scenario that I know of, and 20 levels above me that we will never know of, by secretive individuals in high-ranking places that protect us in this zip code every night, are on that plant. They're on it like a herd of turtles. They are on it. And I feel very safe about it. I feel safe about it post 9/11. This is the most regulated entity in our state, okay? The financial part's another part. I'm not talking about that. But what I will tell you is I think you should sleep easy at night. The community health needs assessment is part of public health practice standards. It is requirement of every county. And so we do that, as Veronica said, so that we can garner our fair share of grants so that we don't have to go into direct tax into your pocket and the pocket of other people. So we look at socioeconomics, a 90-page document I oversaw for our county. Lacey Township has a prominent part of it. It's on oceancountyhealth.gov. I want you to read it. We paid a lot of money for it. It's there for entities to use inside and outside of this zip code for their own strategic planning, to apply for their own grants, but it dials us down to the singularity. Socioeconomic makeup, demographic makeup, zip code breakdown, access to care, who has health benefits, who doesn't, and we need to drill down in that so that our towns can apply at the federal level and justify those provisions to bring money into this town. That's why we do what we did tonight, and that's why we do what we do at the county level.
Well, that's good because you're advertising, and now it's getting out there. You know, people think about, oh, these casks are there, we can't move them, and then they worry about, you know, what's going on internationally, and do we have to worry about the attacks or something like that. But precautions are being taken. You're just saying it now. We should communicate as much as we can to people like myself, who are not the smartest people in the world, but let them be at ease with some of these things, okay?
Mayor, if I may.
Yes, sir.
Can I interrupt you, sir? Okay, when I was the mayor my first time, we had a big meeting down at the plant, and they had somebody from the government, U.S. government. And basically what he said, and he went on for 20 minutes, but his basic thing was, if that ever gets attacked, whatever plans we have, forget about them, because they're taking over, the military's coming in, and that'll be the end of it, and they're gonna run the show. And they have those plans, and oh, by the way, they're top secret.
Oh, I would imagine they would be.
So that's part of it, you know, that's what, and.
So we don't have to do anything locally or use tax dollars to
No,
prepare.
because
It's already been
if there's
taken
that-
care
Even
of.
if there's a leak, the federal government's coming in.
Well, that's
Well, we're
good to
part
know.
of the plan, we're part of the emergency plan.
Right.
And we have a role in it, but we're not the agency in charge of it.
Right.
Just like with the wildfire, we weren't the agency in
No, I
charge of it.
understand.
And it is communicated down to local levels. And we have to update our plans every 5 years. Some plans are updated even sooner than that. So it is all done, strategically planned out. God forbid, should there be some type of emergency, whether it's weather-related or nuclear-related.
Okay, well, that's good to know, because it all comes down to, you know, the way I am. I'm that not Republican, not Democrat, I'm that loudmouth independent. You know, I like the transparency, okay? Now, on the subject of transparency, okay, you know, I'm always up here talking about that kind of stuff. I have a question, and I don't know if it's a law, if it's not a law, if it's a local ordinance, if it's a state law, if it's a federal law. This piece of paper, it's called an agenda for a public meeting, okay? I happened to go to the planning board meeting last night on another matter that was pushed off, that I
Zoning
have a
board.
concern about.
Zoning board was last
Or the
night.
zoning board meeting, I'm sorry. The zoning board meeting last night, the item was pushed off, okay? But I'll bring that up with them. But they also had, it's a public meeting, and they had an agenda. Is this mandatory?
For who? For us?
Is it mandatory for a public meeting in a state to have a printed agenda?
Yeah.
That's the question.
To the extent that it's known, the items to be discussed, to the extent that they're known. And I say that because it can change. There may be items that are placed on the agenda the night of a meeting.
Yeah, we had two
So
tonight. We had two
Yeah,
tonight.
I understand it. I know that at the beginning of the year on the website, okay, or posted on a bulletin board in hard copy, okay, you could see the dates of the meeting. But that doesn't tell you what's the subject matter because
those meetings.
the agenda does that. And at public meetings, if a person does not have a computer to go ahead of time to a website to see what is going to be discussed at a public meeting, then they would have to rely on hard copy of an agenda at the time of the meeting. Am I making sense with
Yeah,
this?
so I'm just trying to
You
understand.
can come into
but
the
we don't know-
offices and pick it up in advance.
A hard copy.
Yes.
Yes, and it's basically at the time that it's printed, to the extent known of what's going to be
Okay.
on
Right,
site.
it's not required to be in the notice itself.
Okay,
The
but-
48-hour notice only requires notice of the meeting.
Right, but the agenda itself doesn't have to be
Not
at the
agenda
meeting?
itself.
No, okay. The reason I'm bringing it up is, like I said, about transparency in the Board of Education. I happened to come in for the first meeting in a long time, and I happened to peruse through the agenda, which is quite extensive for the Board of Education, by the way.
Yes.
And it wasn't there. And I didn't know it wasn't printed. So I had to go from memory for the subject matter that I wanted to discuss. And I was kind of concerned that if it's mandatory, that the agenda has to be made available to the public if someone doesn't have access to a computer.
Tony, we
that-
have, an amazing group of people here. Two of them are sitting up here right now, and our clerk and our administrator. That stuff's posted by Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah,
And as we vote on different items and matters of fact, numerals, our clerk reads the
I have
explanation.
no problem with you guys. I have no problem with the zoning. I have no problem with planning, but the Board of Education doesn't put anything out at all, okay? 24 hours. Maximum, they put out something 24 hours before the meeting.
We get our notice at the same time frame, the day before the meeting.
Day before the
That
meeting.
comes to the governing
So,
body.
you know, if somebody wants to do some kind of a background or look into a matter that was to be discussed, and they don't have, I just don't think there's enough lead time for the public, okay, to really, and it is a public meeting.
Of course.
Of course, you know, and I think citizens deserve to have transparency.
I
For
would think
public
they fall
meetings.
under the same thing we do. Within 48 hours, it has
Yeah.
to be,
Yeah.
before the meeting, so.
All right.
And I can't, years ago, it was all hard copy, where I know a few years back, probably only 2-3 years ago, which I was surprised because we used to get during the week before the meeting, a vanilla envelope about this thick.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I go to a meeting and everything's done off a laptop and I was like, oh, I'm not big on technology to start with. And I'm going, oh, boy, have things changed. But, and like I say, back then it was just common practice to have everything out there in hard copy.
Yeah.
In today's world, I don't know exactly what their rules,
They have the
their,
same rules.
if their
The
rules are
governor
the same
just
as
changed
us.
it. Mr. Kennis
Yes,
announced that.
but that's
the
for the
governor-
newspapers.
That's just the notice.
Just in the newspapers,
Yes.
it's, you know, it's all
But
going
I would have really appreciated if you show up their meeting and ask them that, because,
Oh, I did last time.
oh, okay.
They were not happy with me that I was at that podium.
You know, because it makes a lot of sense.
But, you know, to
It makes
me,
a lot of sense,
when
but-
I was there, I'm addressing the people that I hold responsible. The superintendent, the businessman, and the attorney. Those are the three people. The elected people, I'm glad that they're there. I'm glad they're serving. I can't fault them for being there, even if they do something wrong. Even if you guys, I don't agree. I don't fault you. That's just your opinion, okay? But the people who are being paid and making the money, okay? If Veronica did something wrong or Amy did something, I'd be all over you because you're
Yes,
getting
you would.
paid to do
Been
it.
there.
Okay? You're getting paid to do it, but everybody else is a volunteer, so I might even be after you because you get a stipend. So I think that's about it, and thank you very much for your time, and I'm glad to be back.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Next comment, please.
Seeing none, make a motion to close the floor.
Second.
Oh, Helen. Come on up, Helen. I would have broken up, right?
Everybody enjoys your smile.
Former committee woman.
It's on,
Helen
yes.
Delacruz.
Barry, come fix the
Barry,
mic.
Barry, yes, Barry
Hey,
Love.
here comes Barry.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Barry.
I'll put it up that way.
Thank you, Barry.
Now you're cooking.
Thank you very much. Mayor and Township Committee and the rest of the governing body, that was a beautiful celebration for Independence Day for our town. Thank you.
Welcome, thank you.
Thank you.
Very welcome.
And thanks also, of course, to Recreation Department. I'm sure they put in a lot of hours, and the Public Works, Police, of course, and the Fire Department. That was so awesome that there was a fire truck parked at the foot of Carr Street so that, with the bright lights, so that when we were going home, we could see our way. And also everyone who made it a successful event. Thank you. Like the whole town came that day to celebrate.
It was wonderful.
So like families, they put blankets on the ground. There was hardly any part of the ground that was not taken. And some people came with their chairs, and others just preferred to stand up. So we were all so eagerly waiting for the show to start. And sure enough, when the daylight gave way to the evening darkness, boom! The first rocket came, and we all cheered. And each rocket came one after the other, and it was so it's so beautiful than the other. And then it happened. When one of the rockets went up, and it lit the whole sky and also everyone on the ground, I looked around, and I was so moved that I saw all the faces looking up, smiling and enjoying themselves. Yeah. And how I felt at that time is why I came here before you to say this. Everyone in Lacey, whether you're a citizen or otherwise, you're here for a visit or this is where you live, just like me. Regardless of your age, young, or senior, or in between. And it does not matter whether I know you or not. At that moment, this is how I felt, same as what I feel now, and I always will. I love you.
Yep.
I love you all. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Helen.
If I could dovetail on one of those wonderful comments, our venerable recreation director reminded me, and I want to thank Ms. Delacruz publicly, that it was the Haunted Trail monies that paid for those fireworks that night. So it's about $17,500. So support our Haunted Trail.
10 came from Holtec.
Oh, it was Holtec?
Yes.
Oh, I was
10
misinformed then. I apologize.
No, 10,000 came from them, and then the rest was from that.
Jim didn't tell me that. He
Yeah.
told me
The
it was all-
majority of the money comes from Holtec.
Holtec,
Well, he
right.
told me, yeah, okay, double check. Okay, thank you.
I'll check that.
For me. For me, it's good, and he's just gonna be the cute kid by my side. Good evening. I just wanted to introduce ourselves. Mom, I'm Dawn Hands. This is my husband, Rick. You just approved the transfer of the Pine Tar Tavern to our.
Oh,
business.
welcome.
And we just want you to know that we are family people. We were both born and raised here here in Ocean County, so we're looking forward to being members of this community. Rick's an electrician. I went to Rutgers and I work at Monmouth, so both sides of that academic,
Good.
that we were talking about a little earlier. But we just wanted to say we have 2 boys. They're 14 and 10. We are family people. We're looking forward to being part of this family, and we're looking forward to.
We're so happy to have you. I'm so glad you just came out tonight to be here. This is wonderful, Mayor.
New owners?
I grew up in New Jersey and I lived in New York for a while, and I moved back to
You're in Monmouth County now?
we live in Tom's River.
Tom's River.
Okay.
But I work at Monmouth University.
Oh,
That's where my daughter goes.
Really? Oh, that's good to know. So I wore my yellow tonight in support of Reese.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it.
Fantastic.
Very nice.
Anyway, we just wanted to like.
Is the name gonna stay the
I want to
same?
wish you guys nothing but the best.
Is the name gonna stay the same?
Is your, for the time being?
Well, congratulations and good luck.
God
So
bless.
while you're here, and it saves us from tracking you down, here's the new certificate that you need to put on the wall in front of the old one.
We will happily take that over.
Perfect. Yes, we were gonna track you down tomorrow. And
wonderful.
Mayor, you were correct about the fireworks, and I apologize.
So the fireworks support our scares. It's our Halloween scare. It means a lot, and they lean on towards fireworks. Important question.
Yes.
Very self-serving. Rare mushroom Swiss burgers.
He's all over that.
I'm in. I'm in.
This is
As a matter of fact,
wonderful.
we'll take a few.
I'm going to pay for them. I don't look good in orange. I'm not asking them for it. They said that they offer them.
Yeah. What we're allowed to do legally.
But when you're ready to do a ribbon cutting, please reach out to us.
Yes.
Because we
So
do
we're-
a small little
Oh,
event
great.
for you.
Yes.
Yeah, we'd love to.
Yeah, we're gonna, get settled in and see how things are going and what needs to be.
If you need a beer taster, I'm available.
I was gonna say, as elected officials, we don't drink, but.
I don't know, those water bottles sometimes, I don't know.
Worries about them.
But Pete did bring up something very important. It's through conversations I've had at the park, and I know Josh in the audience is part of it. This haunted
Trail.
they do at the park every Halloween. It hasn't been getting the attention it really needs to, and they spend a lot of time and a lot of effort. And even when I was talking to them this past year about not enough attendance, so if people can make people aware of this because really they put a lot of work into it, it's a lot of fun for the kids. Huh?
Right behind us.
It's Gilly Park.
Gilly.
But the funny thing is I'm involved in a lot in town. If I didn't see it going up and them working on it and talking to me about it, even myself, I wasn't aware of it. So if everybody could
You can bring a stack of
get
flyers.
the news
Yes.
out there, get the flyers out there, and now that I know about it, I want to help them promote it too, because they put a lot of effort into it, and there's a lot of volunteers, so. And it made them beautiful fireworks that Helen loved.
Enjoyed. Yep. Well, you guys, we're just so happy to have you. So I'm so glad you just came out, because a lot of times we don't get to meet the people that, things happen with. So it's nice to meet you, and welcome to the neighborhood, as they say.
Thanks very
Good
much.
to have you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Plenty of traffic people like
Any other comments this evening?
See none.
Mr. Barry's coming. Barry.
Bring the closer in, right? The closer.
Mr. Bender.
Yeah, my arm
Are we
hurts.
right-handed or left-handed?
Righty. If I was a lefty, I would have made 3 or 4 more teams than I made. I missed the fireworks due to personal reasons, but the following evening, it seemed like competition with Lacey Township around the corner from my house. And I know Peggy last meeting made her comment. I know the 2 cats with me didn't appreciate it at all, and I'm sure every dog and cat within a mile. I mean, these were professional grade fireworks
Yeah.
going off, okay? When I went over, I walked over there and I left my bat at home, okay? There was things still smoldering in the driveway. I'm just asking people, it's nice to see fireworks, and it's nice to go to the town fireworks and see them.
That's where they should be.
But if you're not a professional, okay, and also you got other houses on each side of you. I know at the high school, there were no houses on each side of you. And again, the animals, I mean, they don't know what's going on. They have no idea what's going
And the
on.
veterans with PTSD.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah.
that.
Literally, I mean, my house was shaking.
Yes.
Okay, it wasn't appreciated, but people like to celebrate, that's fine. Firecrackers and whatever, we used to play M80s when we were kids, okay?
Yeah.
But this was professional grade stuff, and it really, really, don't mean to be a downer, but it wasn't appreciated. But thank you for your time. Happy 4th of July late.
See you Sunday.
Yep.
Anyone else for the good of the order this evening?
Seeing,
None to make a motion to close the floor?
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion to adjourn?
Move it.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We have to read the
Resolution for
resolution
credit.
this evening.
Resolution of the Township of Lacey County, Ocean State, New Jersey, authorizing the convening of an executive session in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act to discuss contractual matters.
Move it.
Motion?
Move it.
Dennis?
Second?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mrs. Juliana?
Yes.
Mr. Larray?
Yes.
Mayor Kurtolo?
Yes.
Motion to adjourn.
Move it.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye. No further business.
Take care, guys.